Hello, thank you for joining us today. My name's Franco. I'm here with my colleague Hutch. We're going to be talking about Kudos over here. So, Hutch, kind
Yeah,
of get started. What do you like about Kudos?
well, man, I really love Kudos. They're one of the newer features in Classcraft, but they're also one of my favorites. And from a high level education perspective, I really like Kudos because it allows students to participate in what we call wraparound supports. Students love this feature. And it's easy to understand why if you think a little bit about the psychology of why Classcraft itself is motivating. You've got this autonomy piece built in. There's freedom of choice, and there's also the ability to be heard and seen. And so students love it. Their avatars, their characters, whatever you want to call those, get featured in the Kudos when teachers present them. And Franco, talk to me. You've shared some pretty cool ideas with me about teachers presenting Kudos, some things you've heard. What are some cool ideas with that?
So a lot of teachers that I've spoken to, they love to have these things called Kudos Fridays, right? So every Friday you're going to present the Kudos from the week before. So they, just start up, they present it. And what's really cool about it is, like, for the students, it gets to show off their avatars when they get their Kudos. So every Friday, maybe every Thursday with 5 minutes left in class, right? The teachers are going to let their students upgrade their characters, make it look as cool as possible. So when they do present the Kudos on Friday, you get to show off your character to the class as well. And I always thought that's so cool.
Yeah, I love that too. I've also heard of switching that up maybe in some of the online or virtual classes. Teachers will use it on Mondays, and it really motivates their students to join the class, to get students into that virtual class on Monday when it's hard to get them in there anyways, because they want to see, like, which Kudos did the teacher approve my Kudos this week? Am I going to get to be featured here? And they love it. Yeah, I love that stuff.
Yeah, and it's just such a great way for students to interact with each other, especially students who might not interact outside of school. You could give somebody a quick high five, right? A quick digital high five, and yeah, they get to see it's coming from you. It's really great to share that.
Yeah. And bouncing off of that reminds me, like, I have had wonderful conversations with teachers who have used this feature to teach their students how to provide specific compliments to people in their lives, right? Like, you have someone you love, or a family member that you love, or a friend that you love. And if you tell them, like, hey, I think you're awesome, well, that's nice. But if you throw in, like, something really specific, I really love the way that you always go out of your way to help grandma, get the dishes down from the high cupboard, because that shows that you really respect her. And I just love that you always do that. Even if she just goes and sneaks into the kitchen and she's not going to try to tell anybody, you pop up off the couch and run over there. That's super specific, and that's much more meaningful. And I've seen teachers create little acronyms about, like, you want your praise to be specific and meaningful and purposeful, blah, blah, blah. It's great. It's just a wonderful way to build in that social and emotional learning to whatever class you're already teaching.
And learning how to properly give recognition too. That's an everyday skill that you're going to use. That's pretty fantastic.
Yeah, for sure. Gonna be a lot easier to be in a meaningful romantic relationship if you know how to, praise your partner.
Oh, absolutely.
Appreciate them.
Well, Hutch, thanks for having this conversation with me. I feel like I learned a lot on Kudos, and thank you for joining us today.
Hey, thanks for joining me today too, buddy. And everybody, thanks for watching. We hope this was helpful.